Welcome back to the Loveland Report Loan Arranger Show. We've been talking about rates. We've been talking about time on the market. We've been talking about how to get the most when you buy a house, how much closing costs you need. Talk to the loan arranger. He'll get you all set up and get you the best rate he can. So
absolutely. We're a direct lender. We're in all 50 states. We've acquired other mortgage companies all over the country. And the way that this company is run is so doggone progressive. Like, the owner of this company does not want us to not have every product to serve every single need.
Yep.
We're bringing out how much I hate solar panels, right? Just because of the solar panel liens. So I'm going to be announcing within another week or so about a program that we're coming out with to help FHA first-time home buyers with a down payment assistance program and solar panels. I'm vetting it all before I go blabbing out about it. I'm going to get all the details, and if I like it, I'm going to promote it on here, and we're going to
need some details on that because they are.
I don't like solar panels.
They are like an anchor dragging you down when you're trying to sell a house. Yep. Unless I've got one of my listings I just talked about had
have those
paid off
those
solar
are paid
panels.
off.
Those are paid off on that house. Got a couple more houses, Bruce, here. Townhome in the Springs, best price in
Beautiful
there.
Place.
410,000, 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 1,800 square feet. And it's an end unit.
You get a garage with that at all?
2-car garage,
nice.
Perched on an end lot. So like woods out your kitchen, woods out your family room, woods out the living room through 20-foot glass windows. You can't see the other units the way this one's turned. They actually planned that perfectly. But beautiful little courtyard plan, 410,000 for that. And that is the best price around there. And then I've got a great price. This is a $350,000 house, Bruce, for 1,800 square feet.
Okay.
4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. Somebody did a nice master bedroom addition on this a while ago.
Beautiful.
Kitchen's been done. Open floor plan, big family room. Sometimes older houses are chopped up. Those walls have been cut down, and it's $350,000 with a 1-car garage and a big Florida room on the back of it, like enormous, like about as wide as the back of the house, probably 40 feet wide, with high vaulted ceilings in it. And that's $350,000 in Belle Isle. So call me if you want to take a look at any of those. 407-352-8118.
Now, if they go to your website, are all your properties on your website?
They're all on there. You can search for other properties too. The main thing for somebody, look, if you're interested in those, call me or go to the website, cleveloveland.com. The most important thing for a buyer, Bruce, usually just call me on one property. 99% of the time, they don't buy that property. I've got some good listings and they are priced right. I want to know what the buyer needs. Like when I find out, oh, wait, we need at least 1,900 square feet because you're coming out of 15.
Sure.
And I bracket these things like artillery fire. I want to find out your high end on your price. Make sure they confirm with you. I'm like, wait a minute, Bruce's rates are better. We'll qualify you for more. Your bank letter says you're only good to 500, but the rate says it was 6.99. What's going on there? So you find out all these things, and I do a buyer consult, give them a plan to work on, and then we get them out looking at what's out there. Because I want a buyer to be educated. If they're going to buy it 500, I want them to know what 525 looks like. I want them to know what 475 looks like. I want them to know the difference in ages. We walk into something, they're like, ew. I'm like, okay, nothing older than 1988. We got to have vaulted ceilings. We got to have a big master bedroom. We can't have a stacked plan. All these things come up, or we got to look by lot size. Like, I don't these homes being so close together and being able to reach out the window and tap on the neighbor's window. And things like that, we can search by over a quarter acre, whatever.
Well, it's all about finding out what your client's needs are. And that's where you can't do that with an AI bot.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because even if you call me and we pre-approve you, when we have that initial consultation on how to determine how much you qualify for, most of that conversation is more about what's important to you rather than what's the rate, how much do I qualify for, how much are my closing costs, how much cash to close do I need. Those things are all important, and you should not leave a conversation without them. The fact of the matter is that we have to understand what's important to you, because what's important to you is not the same as my next client. Everyone has their own needs, and we want to find out what is important to each and every one of those clients. And that relationship is what's really helped you and I become successful, because we care deeply about the success of you. I don't want to do a mortgage for you and Cleve get you into a house and you turn around and regret it. I don't experience that.
Yeah.
I don't have that happen, but I know that it happens in the industry. So if you're looking for somebody that truly will take an interest in you, somebody that we may be a little old fashioned, maybe we're old fashioned with that. Maybe we're becoming outdated. Maybe when we die, that doesn't exist anymore.
I'm going to download my consciousness into a robot.
I don't know what it's going to
It
take.
looks
but
like Matthew
But you know
McConaughey.
what?
Yeah.
It's funny because I had a meeting with my team yesterday and we were talking about my show. And now they were like, Bruce, people can relate to you because they know your story. They know, what happened to you when you were a kid and they relate to that. I didn't always share those things with people. I was embarrassed about them. I do now because I want my clients to know that I'm just like you. I got the same struggles everybody else have. I don't post crap on the interweb that shows a meal that I ate and that I'm living my best life. Listen, I live a great life, but I have the same struggles that everybody else has. You and I are here to help clients get through the real estate process. And our job is really find the problems and solve them because it's going to happen in a real estate transaction. Would you agree with that?
Yep.
Like, even if I got an 800 credit score borrower putting 30% down, there can still be some issues along the way.
Yeah.
You don't know what they are.
Well, you know what
We're
people
here to solve the problem.
People remember, like I said, I never had somebody try and call me and say, hey, I want to give the house back. I've had people they can remember even from 25 years ago, a horrible transaction because they couldn't get a hold of the agent and things were terrible. And the moving truck was loaded and the dog was tranquilized. And we were sat at the Comfort Inn for 3 days because they couldn't get their act together. And I've had those happen. Never with your company, Bruce.
Oh God, I hope not.
But I can always tell when there's incompetence on the other side. And sometimes it's just, that shouldn't be. It is I think it's one of the most important transactions you make besides getting married or having a baby.
I think the number one thing that causes those issues is the loan officer is afraid to ask the pointed questions. You're not going to pull the wool over my eyes as my client. I want to know everything. Why do I want to know everything? Because if there's an obstacle, I want to come up with a solution before we run into it. I don't want my underwriter to discover it. And that's what these banks and mortgage companies do. They take your application and they put it in front of a processor and an underwriter, only to find out from the underwriter that you can't do that. And then it blows the deal up.
Yep.
We ask the questions up front, so we pre-underwrite the file so we don't have those issues. And that's why my buyers win more often, 7 out of 10 times more often with a seller, because I make that honor call, which means I'm calling the listing agent to edify my client and to guarantee their seller. I need to put the seller's agent that's representing the seller at ease. I want that agent to know that my buyer's going to the closing table. And if I don't close on time, I will reimburse or pay that seller up to $500 a day for every day I miss that closing.
And you haven't had to do that.
I don't have to do it because I'm going to have the loan done.
Yep.
The loan, I don't have mistakes on loans. So don't hide things from me. Be upfront with me so we can solve these problems.
Plus, the only complaint I get about you, Bruce, is he wants so much paperwork. I'm like, get it in.
No question about it.
Get it in.
If it is my number one complaint, and I'm not going to make any bones about it, I won't, and I'm not making any excuses about it.
You need
my
to get the best product.
For asking for more documents up front is so that I don't have to get them at the end, because I can guarantee you, if I ask for it, any bank's going to need it.
Yep.
Any mortgage company's going to need it. I just want it up front so I don't run in against.
There's no surprises. All right. How do people reach you, Bruce?
407-250-9144 for the loan arranger. That's 407-250-9144, or go to WeBringYouHome.com. WeBringYouHome.com is a simple, easy website for you to get your application started. And by the way, we always start off with a soft credit pull. We're not doing hard credit pulls and shopping your credit all over the place. And we're a direct lender, so everything's in-house, folks. I'm not brokering your loan out to a company like mine. Why would I do that when I work here? What's your number, brother?
All right. 407-352-8118 for Loveland Properties. Look up and down your street. One of those rooftops. I probably helped sell it, buy it, or manage it as an investment property. Bruce, I want to dive into spring numbers real quick.
Let's do it.
Spring market. Strongest March in 5 years. This is nationwide. This is from Lawrence Yoon, very smart guy from the National Association of Realtors. Values are up almost 1% year over year.
Good.
Now, and Florida's done better in all these categories. Florida's been better. More inventory all around the country. Every month, inventory has grown for 28 months.
Needed it.
But Central Florida inventory has been shrinking for about 8 or 9 months. and it might have been flat the last 2 months, but our
Yeah, but
inventory has been
that's 'cause
shrinking.
we've had a lot of it.
We always run out of these slow periods faster than everybody else.
We don't
And
see the peaks and valleys
so
like the rest of the
no
country.
crisis, no bubble talk from anybody that knows real estate. Just
There's no way
reporters.
to have a bubble.
Yeah.
You can't. Bubble means that we've overinflated our values, and it's going to pop, and there's going to be an opportunity because the housing market's going to crash. That's a bubble. Okay, you can't say to me affordability is a problem. What's affordability mean? It means that the cost of goods are more expensive today than they used to be.
Yep.
Pretty simple, right?
Yep.
Is that really what affordability
Yep.
means? It's more expensive to do anything today. So why would a house drop in price when the lumber went up,
Yep.
the drywall went up, the roofing materials went
Yep.
up, the labor went up, everything went up? Oh, but it's going to crash.
And now we've probably got 3 or 4 different ways, Bruce, for people not to get foreclosed on besides short sales.
Oh, for sure.
If we had any kind of hurricane warning in your area or hurricane watch, you can roll your mortgage to the back. You can do a forbearance. There's all kinds of programs out there now. And this is why we only have 5 foreclosures for sale in Central Florida. And so all these different ways. And so it's,
But
not that I
don't
want people,
do that.
don't do it. Don't
Listen,
do it.
I'm going to tell you right now. This is, and I get at least a call a week on this, where, oh, it's okay. I called my mortgage company and they're going to forgive 3 months worth of
They don't forgive it. It goes
payments,
to the back of the loan.
and they're going to put it on the back of the loan. But they told me that it won't negatively affect my credit. BS, liar, pants on fire. Your credit is going to go to hell because they're going to show 3 months behind. They're going to do it. The person on the phone may tell you they won't, but it does every single time.
Yeah.
You're not, and you can't go and then get another mortgage. Now you got to get out of the forbearance and make 6 timely payments before anybody's going to touch you.
Yeah.
Because you can't go, hey, I'm in forbearance right now. I couldn't make my mortgage payments, but I'd like to apply for a refinance with you so that
I can pull more money out that I
you,
can't afford.
So I cannot pay you as well. Okay. You think it really works that way?
I think that's somebody who didn't get paddled as a kid. I don't know.
Maybe you're right.
But I just think there's so many. This is why
That's
I see so many people, Bruce, that when I'm sitting at their dining room table, they just weren't taught some of these things on what's smart and what's not. And I help people become landlords, and they're like, oh, okay. And the ones that I had a couple in the past couple of years. We've been slower. I had some panic, and they're like, they know there's 70, 80 grand equity in their rental property, and they want to sell it. And they're like, oh, we got to sell that. We have no money. Yeah. And I'm like, yet they're on Facebook in Paris hanging out.
It's funny. We have a client that has been in our Leapfrog program, Charles and his wife. Yep. I think you even work out with the guy.
Oh, yeah.
And super good. He calls me the other day and he says, guess what? I said, yeah, you're thinking about another one. He says, yes. Now, I just want to be real quick on this. So when we first started with Charles, we got him into his first home. Then he wanted a Leapfrog, but his wife was completely against it. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
She's no way,
yep.
no way, no way. So Charles calls me the other day. He says, yeah, this would be our 4th one. And I'm like, what's your wife have to say about it?
She called me before he did.
She's the one that wants it now. So she sees the whole picture and the whole thing. So I'm telling you something. We are here to help you grow your wealth. The younger we can get you, the richer we can make you. Yep. I guarantee you. Yep. 407-250-9144 for the Loan Arranger or WeBringYouHome.com. Call me anytime. I'm here. That's a direct number, 407-250-9144 or WeBringYouHome.com. Cleve, what's your number, brother?
407-352-8118. If you need help buying, selling, or managing your investment property, I'd love to talk to you. I'll be working all weekend.
Yep, we will. And we're here and we appreciate you guys. And thank you for being great listeners and great clients and becoming great friends. Have a wonderful weekend.